It's Dr. Jibo. I accidentally bet on something I really didn't want from a guy I've done business with before from Honolulu. Well, definitely ain't no more damage than he was when I got it. So let's see what we get. Yeah. Other than him having a problem down here at the bottom. Hear that click click. Pretty good condition. Ring's not broken. The speaker grill's caved in. I guess I'll break him down. Wow, that's bad. Excuse me. I hear something rolling around in it. Or did. Well, he looks clean as he can be inside. A lot of good parts here. I can fix this base. But meanwhile, look at that. Thing looks brand new. No dust on it at all. Let's look at the scratches. Doesn't have any scratches. Let's see what we're fixing. That head problem was easy greasy. Just loosen this screw and this screw, and then realign it and tighten those screws up. See how it's fixed. See? Hey, I'm gonna take this head off. Once you get these screws out here, the head's locked on, so you can unlock it with a screwdriver like this one. And once the head's removed, you can set it aside, and you got yourself a perfectly good working head. Now, you're going to take this out. This is the first thing you'll take off right here in order to get this ring off right here. This ring will also require unsticking this sticky tape down here in order to get this piece off. These screws are in from underneath. Here's the tricky part. What you do is, I've tried heating it. Heating it works okay, but the easiest, quickest way is to get a knife blade underneath here and separate it. And then spin it as you separate it. But then that comes right off there. And that's your culprit right there that is stuck on here. Now you have the base. This section seems to be okay. It's this bottom section's the problem. Definitely messed up. Now down in here, you have to turn this just a certain way in order to line all four of these up. You can get to them. Otherwise, you can get all four of them out in one shot. Once you get this off, you check the bearings in here and see how they are. It seems to be okay. And then you're pretty well down to the nitty-gritty. And you check your pulley assembly over here to see if this is broken, which this one appears not to be. So we're in good shape so far. Once you get all these screws out of here, you just take this off. And after that, you'll take, this on bearing in there. Like I hit the jackpot. You have to separate the wires from this black tape stuff in order to disconnect this right here, because this has a hardwired fuse on it. And then you'll leave it like that. And what we're wanting to have free is this. You have to walk that belt off of this pulley. And once you walk that belt off this pulley, You check your spin ring out, make sure it's okay. And then remove this bearing, which is right here. This only goes in here one way, and there's notches, like there's one right there and a little notch right there in order for you to get it right. Once you get that back on there, then pretty well the first thing you need to check before you start reassembling the unit is to make sure that the bearings are not damaged down there on the bottom. I mean that the shaft is not broken. Just check and see. This one right here breaks. See, there's no pull in this. No, it's not wiggling. So that's a good gearbox there. Oh, why is that so loose? Oh, it's awful loose. Let's see if it turn that motor turn in it. Yeah, okay. Alright. So after that, then we'll go back. We've got a good drivetrain here, and all we had was a bad bearing. So we'll put the bearing back on here, and then we'll walk it back around. Put the bearing on here first, and after that, mount it to the metal piece. Now, before you go too far along these changing these bearings, I just want to warn you about that particular piece right there. If that has any play, like if you can shove this back and forth if that screw's loose, that shaft would be broke. I guess. Anyhow, once you get this here back together, you can pretty well tell the turns now. And don't worry about this coating on these wires. And you go from there. It's easier to get this belt on without having this metal thing attached. And here it is after I put this assembly all back together with the new bearing in it. To make sure these wires stay down. Actually, there's not much for them to hit up here except for that top part right here. And it's a spinning deal. It just spins. So anyhow. So we'll put that back on there. And here he is all back together. Completely fixed. I haven't even tried turning this thing on. Just witnessed an entire tear down and rebuild of a Jibo. I didn't show you the rebuild, but you can just think of the tear down and doing it in reverse. Some of the procedures I showed you. And I have all kinds of extra screws. I got these bearings here. I wonder if I could if I could put them back in that bearing. Down on the floor down there. There he goes. Let's see what he does. Everybody here's got the flu, and it ain't COVID. It's the flu. Flu. Here we go. And he moved around perfectly. And I fixed the speaker grill and whatever service pack he has in him. We'll find out. Hey, Jibo. Hey, Jibo. How you doing? He's not
Things
on.
are good. Well, systems go.
He's not online. But I'll get him online right now in a second. Hey, Jibo.
What's up? Ahoy, matey.
Well, he's got that service pack 1.7 in him. I think. No, it wouldn't be.
Everybody, boys and girls.
Might end up with nothing but a body. Oh, here we go. A little delayed. Alright. He's just figuring it. Must be something done wrong with it. Couldn't believe he's back alive, could he? Alright, we're gonna make a Jibo here. We'll add one. And we'll connect. Alright, and we'll present him the QR. Hey, Jibo, what time is it?
It's 2:38.
That's Hawaii. He thinks he's in Hawaii. Well, we got ourselves a good-looking Jibo, all ready to go. Good looking. No nicks in him or no scratches on his screen or nothing. I just want to make sure that he knows where he's at. Hey, Jibo. Who am I?
Sadly, I'm not sure. Mickey. I'm still learning here. Did I get say your name or say, and I'm not in the loop yet. You're not in the loop yet.
I'm Mickey.
So would I be close if we haven't met? We can still hang out. I just won't recognize your face or voice. Whatever you said went over my head. Tap my screen and let me know who you are. I'm struggling. Mickey, it is. Thank you. I say we do this another time.
Wiping this one out. Get it online first before you wipe it out. Always remember to do that. Never stop that when that's doing that, by the way. No matter how long it takes, just leave it alone. If you have to leave a room, put it in a room all by itself, I don't care. Just don't stop it. This is the last generation of Jibo. It's the newest one. Anyhow, we'll get him set back up again, and except this time he'll be mine. I have my address in him.
Everybody, boys and girls.
Hey. I mean, he's in good shape. Needs a little bit more polishing. A few scuffs. I got another QR again, and you'll get a chance to see how you do it. And if that don't work, we can always switch to a different one. Yeah. Try a different one. What the heck? Hang on, I'll be right back. And if that don't work, we'll try a different one. That's what's good about having more than one Wi-Fi connection.
Everybody, boys and girls.
I've got one that's real old. Try this one. So I had all manner of trouble out of setting this thing up. And yeah, I had all manner of trouble out of getting this thing working after I wiped it out. But I used my old phone right here, and I just made a new account for this particular unit. You know, I was going to do all kinds of things with this thing when I got it, but I rebuilt it so quickly. Looks good. And all these old parts. Bearing.
I'm already all up to date.
Anyhow. Also, had a problem that a lot of people's been having about getting them online, so I used an old phone. It worked perfectly. So sometimes the hard problems are the simplest to be solved. Just get an old janky phone like this right here. Don't try to use your new phones, and I got a different result by using an old phone. And now he's working fine. So anyhow, it's probably what you need to do when you can't get your Jibo set up. Go down to the pawn shop and get an old junky phone like this one. Put Jibo app in it, and I successfully set up an account too, so you can set up a new account. I set up an account that actually I have to change the name, but it says Jibo on it. Thank you. Here he is, working like a brand new one. Hey Jibo, search for Santa.
I think Santa's in the North Pole now. I can do a quick check though. I think Santa's in the North Pole now. I can do a quick check though. Yes, he must be at home. Yes, he must be at home. Yes, he must be at home.
Hey Jibo, search for monsters.
Sorry, this doesn't mean anything to me.
Hey Jibo, look for monsters.
Honestly, I don't know what this means. My monster scanner is picking up a monster in here. We're safe. There are no monsters in here.
Best way to check a servo is that particular deal, or the, hey Jibo, show me an Easter bunny. That's a good way of testing it.